Personally, here's where I think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season, and I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
Sheryl Swoopes is stirring up drama again, this time with bold accusations involving Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But Lexie Hull isn't staying silent. After months of Swoopes, a so-called legend, spreading baseless claims about the team, Hull has had enough. She's stepping in to shut down the rumors and set the record straight. So what's Swoopes up to now? Just her usual theatrics.
I think Christy did as good of a job as she could have. Managing all of the craziness, all of the Caitlin mania, all of the hype, all of the media. It was just so much that came with that.
Why would someone like Sheryl Swoopes, a Hall of Famer with an incredible career, choose to go down this path? Is it envy, a need for attention, or something else entirely? Whatever the reason, Lexie Hull isn't letting it go unchecked. She's stepping up with a first-hand account of what it's really like to play alongside Caitlin Clark. And it's nothing like the dysfunctional picture Swoopes is trying to paint. Hull's response isn't just a rebuttal, it's a reality check. From stories of true team camaraderie to lighthearted moments in the locker room, she dismantles Swoopes' claims piece by piece. While Swoopes' words might grab attention, they fall apart under the weight of Hull's evidence. This isn't just about shutting down rumors, it's a story of unity, resilience, and the kind of teamwork that stands stronger than any gossip.
Players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I
don't want to be here.
Sheryl Swoopes has a knack for stirring up drama, and Caitlin Clark seems to be her favorite target. Remember when Swoopes confidently claimed that Clark's game wouldn't translate to the WNBA? Or when she predicted Clark's rookie season would be forgettable? Spoiler alert. Clark didn't just prove her wrong, she shattered every expectation, dominated headlines, and rewrote league history with record-breaking performances. But Swoopes didn't stop there. Earlier this year, she tried to spark more controversy by hinting at supposed locker room issues within the Indiana Fever. According to her, some players didn't want to play alongside Clark. The truth? These claims were based on nothing more than social media rumors and whispers.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay, but just,
I'm talking about more social media.
And who would forget Swoopes' strange attempt to discredit Clark's NC double, a scoring record? She argued that an extra year of eligibility somehow made the achievement less valid. The reality? Clark played the same number of seasons as her peers. Once again, the facts didn't just poke holes in Swoopes' argument, they completely sank it.
She got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Sheryl, you know, I'm not doing anything to hurt you, I'm just sharing, we're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point.
So what's driving this relentless wave of criticism from Sheryl Swoopes? Is their bid to stay relevant in a league now dominated by rising stars like Caitlin Clark, or just a fascination with stirring controversy? Whatever the motive, fans are losing patience with Swoopes' shaky claims and attention-seeking behavior. This time, though, she may have gone too far. Her latest remarks don't just target Caitlin Clark. They also drag Kelsey Mitchell and former coach Christy Sides into the mix. That's when Lexie Hull, fed up with the constant noise, decided it was time to speak out.
I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend, and I said, you know, you can say whatever you want, you can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion.
A mic-drop moment that dismantled Swoopes' narrative and set the record straight. Let's take a closer look at Swoopes' latest claims about Kelsey Mitchell and how the facts tell a completely different story.
Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season, and I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
Sheryl Swoopes' latest target is Kelsey Mitchell. On a recent podcast, Swoopes claimed that the Indiana Fever weren't giving Mitchell the recognition she deserved, painting a picture of a star player allegedly sidelined by her own team. But as usual, Swoopes' narrative doesn't match the facts. Let's start with reality. Team president Kelly Craft has been vocal about Mitchell's importance to the Fever. Craft has repeatedly called Mitchell a cornerstone of the team and highlighted her role in shaping the future of the franchise. Statements like Kelsey's impact is irreplaceable and her leadership sets the tone for where we're headed don't exactly sound like someone being overlooked, do they?
Not unusual, and it certainly doesn't change our opinion of how important Kelsey is and how important, you know, she is to returning to this team. So that she's our number one priority.
It's not just management giving Kelsey Mitchell her due credit. Mitchell herself has expressed deep appreciation for the organization, her teammates, and the collective focus they've maintained despite the external noise. She's even shared moments on the court where Caitlin Clark's pinpoint assists set her up for critical shots, showing a partnership built on mutual respect and chemistry, not division. The numbers back this up too. During the Fever's standout season, Mitchell's stats didn't just remain steady, they improved. Analysts have pointed out how Clark's assist-heavy style created more scoring opportunities for Mitchell, boosting her offensive impact. The synergy between the two players shatters any claims of neglect and instead highlights a team working in harmony.
A lot of people don't understand that either about Caitlin. You don't know where those passes are going.
No,
Yo,
it's going to go to where she thinks you're going to score from. She's like a football.
Quarterback.
She's passing you into her route.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Indianapolis' finest.
So why would Sheryl Swoopes make these claims? It seems like yet another attempt to create division and grab headlines. But this time, Lexie Hull wasn't having it. Hull responded with a powerful message that set the record straight, shining a light on the team's unity and the undeniable bond she shares with her teammates. Hull shared behind-the-scenes moments that reveal the truth. This is a team that thrives on mutual respect and support. She painted a vivid picture of camaraderie, from playful banter during practice to team outings that strengthen morale. This isn't just a group playing basketball, it's a family building something special together. Hull's inside perspective completely dismantles Swoopes' narrative, showing that the Fever's locker room isn't divided, it's thriving. So what exactly did Hull say about the locker room dynamics that left Swoopes scrambling? Let's break it down.
Just throw out comments that are just funny. Like, no one else is saying it but Caitlin. She sees the game at a bigger scale, obviously with the platform that she's created for herself, and then that's transitioned to the game. It's huge. And I think, like, for me, especially as a point guard and as someone that's delivering a lot of the passes that lead to shots, like, if I miss, she's definitely going to say, like, you got the next one. Like, I can count on her for keeping me, like, confident and positive. So yeah, I think that shows the player that she is and the leader she is as a point guard.
Lexie Hull isn't someone who typically gets involved in off-court drama. Known for her relentless work ethic and quiet determination, she usually lets her game speak for itself. But when Sheryl Swoopes started spinning tales of division within the Indiana Fever, Hull decided it was time to set the record straight, and she didn't hold back. Hull's words hit hard, not just because of her reputation, but because they came from someone who has lived the reality of the Fever's locker room. She described an environment filled with energy, laughter, and mutual respect, showcasing the team's unique ability to balance intensity with fun. One memorable story involved Caitlin Clark, who helped keep spirits high during a tough practice. Even with the music blaring and the drills pushing everyone to their limits, Clark joked around to lighten the mood. According to Hull, moments like these are what turn pressure into connection, building team morale and camaraderie.
There was one practice, Christy turns on loud music, because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams, she's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what? And Christy reacted and said, "What did you say?" And she repeated it. And all of us were just we were all dying, because if I would have said that, if anyone on our team would have said that and then been asked, "What did you say?" and you repeat it, no one else is repeating it, but she did. And it was the funniest thing. We're all rolling on the ground laughing hard. It's easy to say, yeah, don't read it, but everybody does a little bit. And I think it's having that support system to help keep you on track. The biggest thing is finding people to kind of get you out of that cycle and get you to thinking about the positive things you did, even though a lot of times people online aren't talking about the positive.
Hull also shared how the team, led by players like herself and Kelsey Mitchell, actively works to block out social media noise. The Fever's culture is one of relentless encouragement. When one player struggles, the others step up with positivity and support. This unity has been crucial for Hull, who revealed how the team's uplifting atmosphere helped her regain confidence during tough times. She credited Caitlin Clark's leadership as key in creating a space where every player could thrive, which stands in stark contrast to the toxicity Swoopes tried to project.
People were supporting me this whole time, and I didn't know that they were supporting me until that moment. So you kind of forget that there's these people behind the scenes until they come out of the woodwork and say, I've been following along this whole time. I'm so proud of you. And that just feels so good to know that there's, such a community behind everybody on our team, even when you don't hear it every day.